As we say goodbye to 2024 and welcome in 2025, let's take a moment to pause, take a deep breath, and reflect. Let's take a moment to honor the lessons of the past year. Let's celebrate the wins, acknowledge the challenges, and fill our hearts with gratitude for all we've experienced. This moment of reflection can guide us toward a more meaningful and purposeful year ahead. Hi there, I'm Cynthia. Not so long ago, I discovered a path that led to a life transforming journey of love and healing. After getting to a point of feeling sick and tired of being sick and tired, a couple of years and lessons learned later, here I am, living a life I love. I could shout this from the rooftop. I created Ignite and Flow to help you navigate your path of emotional healing, ignite the love and light within, and enjoy the magical experience of life. Self love, people pleasing, letting go, nourishing and healing the mind, and all things in between are a few things we touch on. I teach you how to let go and live a life you love here and now, wholeheartedly and unconditionally. Yes, you deserve it. You deserve to live a life you love as your most beautiful and authentic self. Life is worth living and you're worth loving, my friend. Are you ready to get started? This is the Ignite and Flow podcast. Welcome back to the Ignite and Flow podcast, where you're empowered with resources to nourish, heal, and love your life. I'm your host, Cynthia, and in today's episode, we're taking a moment to reflect on the year that's passed and wisdom we're carrying forward. Now, it's so easy to rush ahead, think about the new year, setting fresh goals, and planning for what's next, right? But before we leap into 2025, let's pause for a bit and appreciate the journey we've just walked. In this episode, I'm sharing with you 15 lessons I've learned this year, the ones that have shaped my growth and the wisdom that will guide me in the new year. These lessons are more than just insights, they're real takeaways that have grounded me and will continue to inspire me as we head into 2025. So if you're ready to reflect with me, let's dive in. Before we get into today's episode, I'd like to share something with you that could bring a little more peace and clarity into your daily life. These are our Calm Reset Affirmation Cards. Now, these cards are designed to help you carve out small, powerful pauses throughout your day. With simple anchors to guide you, they offer gentle reminders to reconnect with yourself, reclaim your peace, and navigate your day with calm and clarity. Whether you're starting your morning, feeling a little overwhelmed, or winding down at night, these cards are your companion for finding balance and grounding in moments that matter the most. So if you're ready to experience more ease in your daily life, I invite you to download the Calm Reset cards at igniteandflow.com/calm reset. Let these cards be a gentle reminder to pause, breathe, and re-anchor yourself in true peace. As 2024 closes, it's the perfect moment to pause and reflect on the year that's been. Often we rush ahead, already setting our sights on the new year, but there's so much value in looking back, noticing the patterns, the lessons, and the growth we've experienced. This year, I took a different approach. Instead of setting aside time for one big reflecting session, I made a practice of weaving reflections into the fabric of my everyday life, observing, noting, and learning from the moments as they unfolded. It's been a subtle yet powerful shift in how I've engaged with the year. Looking back now, I can see clearly how these lessons have shaped me, whether through quiet moments of insight or the big, bold lessons that knocked me off course. Each one has contributed to my journey in meaningful ways. So today, I want to share with you 15 of the many lessons I've learned in 2024 and that I'm carrying with me into the new year. These lessons aren't just reflections, they're guiding principles that will shape my next steps. And I hope they inspire you to reflect on your own growth and take with you what resonates as you step into the new year. So, what does this reflection actually do? Self reflection is like giving yourself a moment to pause in the midst of the busyness of life. It's a chance to stop, take a breath, and really look at the year behind you. According to an article by the Harvard Business Review, reflection gives the brain a chance to pause in the midst of chaos, untangle and sort through observations and experiences, consider multiple possible interpretations, and create meaning. This meaning becomes learning, which can then inform future mindsets and actions. This idea is also backed by research that showed that employees who spend just 15 minutes reflecting at the end of their day performed 23% better after just 10 days compared to those who didn't take the time to reflect. This simple practice of pausing can make a huge difference in how we move forward. As we step out of 2024 and into 2025, we have the chance to review, acknowledge, and celebrate the lessons we've learned, as well as the highlights and what we're grateful for. But before rushing to set goals and intentions for the new year, it's important to take a moment to pause and just look back with gratitude. Through gratitude, we bring ourselves back to the present moment and open ourselves up to more joy. As Albert Einstein beautifully said, there are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle, and the other is as though everything is a miracle. When we reflect with gratitude, we see the small miracles in our everyday life, whether it's the miracle of just being here, the presence of our loved ones, or even the simple moments of peace we create for ourselves. Number one, be authentic and true with yourself always. Even if it's scary, it's far more rewarding on the other side of the fear that you feel. Staying true to who you are may feel intimidating, especially when it means stepping away from the crowd or breaking free from expectations. But the peace that comes with living from a place of authenticity is far more rewarding than any temporary discomfort. It's the most freeing choice you can make for yourself. Number two, healing is very hard but doable. And yes, it gets better with time if you keep building the muscle. Healing isn't easy, and there are moments you will doubt yourself. But if you keep going, trusting the process, you realize that every step is building strength. Healing is like building a muscle. The more you work at it, the more resilient you become. It's tough in the moment, but the payoff is real and worth it. Number three, there's always a better way of doing things. Give it a try. Things don't have to be done the hard way. It's okay for things to be easy. Number four, your truth always follows you. The deeper you go into your self love journey, the real you surfaces. At times, this can feel like a loss or rejection because things, people, and situations that no longer align with your truth start to fall away. But this is the process of shedding. And through this process, you're aligning with your higher self. Number five, less is more. Number six, healing is a journey. It involves undoing some things. Keep going, trust the process. Number seven, I don't do overwhelm. Number eight, plant that seed. One of the most profound lessons I learned this year was about the power of planting seeds. Some things I set into motion years ago have only now begun to show results. At times, I lost hope, wondering if the work I put in would ever come to fruition. But the world was quietly nurturing what I'd planted, and now the first signs of growth are emerging. If you're planting seeds for your future, trust that they're growing, and even when you don't see the results right away, at some stage you will. Number nine, I'm intentional about the things I do out of a pure heart. With authenticity, truth, and courage, I act. Being intentional is a guiding principle for me always. I've stopped acting out of obligation and have focused on doing things that align with my personal values. When you act from a place of authenticity, you invite clarity and purpose into your life. Number 10, intentional about being still. One of the most important lessons I've learned this year is the power of stillness. Showing up for my practice, whether it's yoga nidra, restorative yoga, meditation, or simply sitting in silence, has been transformative. These moments of stillness allow me to reconnect with myself and realign with my higher purpose. They nourish my mind, my body, and my spirit. And as a teacher, I've realized that it's only when I commit to this practice that I can truly show up for others in a way that's grounded and authentic. I really want you to get the most out of everything I'm sharing with you today. And reflection is such a powerful tool, but I understand it can come with a mix of emotions. And a moment of stillness can always make a difference. So if you're feeling the need to slow down and center yourself, I invite you to go download the Calm Reset Affirmation Cards. They're designed to bring you back to a peaceful state, offering affirmations that help guide you through moments of stress, overwhelm, or uncertainty. So you can download the Calm Reset Cards at igniteandflow.com/calm reset. Take a moment, take a deep breath, and allow yourself to reset. Number 11, I have everything I need to live the life I want to live. Number 12, I honor my personal boundaries. And number 13, change is progress. Change is uncomfortable. Change is the only constant. I can live through change. Embracing change this year wasn't easy, but I've learned to trust that it's a natural part of growth. Whether it's within myself or the world around me, change is inevitable. And while it may feel very uncomfortable at times, it's often the catalyst for progress and transformation. I've learned to ride the waves of change and trust that each step forward is a bigger part of a bigger picture. Number 14, my voice matters. Finding my voice and owning it has been the most empowering thing. I've learned that my thoughts, opinions, and expressions are valid and worthy of being heard. This may not come easy to my fellow introverts out there. This year, I embraced my authenticity in all forms of communication, whether it's in my personal life or in my work life or as a teacher. When you speak your truth, you create space for others to do the same. Number 15, honoring and showing out for my practice is key. This is the foundation of everything for me. If I don't show up for my own practice, whether that's through yoga nidra or meditation or other forms of self-care, how can I expect to show up for others? My practice nourishes me and helps me stay grounded. It's not just part of a routine, it's a sacred space for me to reconnect, recharge, and realign. I've made a priority in my life knowing that when I'm grounded, I can serve others from a place of balance and peace. Now it's your turn. As you think about the lessons and reflections from this year, take a moment to ask yourself, what has truly resonated with you? What wisdom has stayed with you through it all? I encourage you to pause and let your own lessons come to the surface. It could be something you've learned about yourself, a breakthrough moment, or even a quiet realization that you want to carry forward with you into the new year. Take some time today over the next few days to reflect, journal, or simply sit with what comes up for you. Trust that your own insights will give you what you need, the wisdom and the guidance for the new year ahead. As I reflect on 2024, I'm filled with so much gratitude for all the opportunities to connect, to share and grow with you through Ignite and Flow. It's been a year of deep learning and transformation, and I'm excited to share the key moments that made this year so meaningful. In 2024, I had the honor of continuing to share yoga with you through Yoga Nidra and guided meditations on both the Ignite and Flow podcast and the YouTube channel. These episodes were designed to offer moments of peace, reflection, and support in our busy lives. It's been rewarding to see how these have made a positive impact and provided you with calm and clarity. One of the biggest highlights this year was launching the 21-day Yoga Nidra experience. Genesis, a new story unfolds on YouTube. This is a free series designed to help you embrace fresh beginnings and step into the new year with clarity and purpose. If you haven't had the chance to start this experience, which started a few days ago, it's a beautiful way to reset and start 2025 feeling grounded. The most exciting development with Ignite and Flow is the upcoming studio launch at the start of the year. At the heart of the studio is the Wellness Hub, a space dedicated to nurturing your well-being and providing you with key resources like yoga nidra experiences, guided meditations for deep rest, for sleep, and for stress, for calm, and for connecting with ourselves and being authentic, for self-love, and everything else in between, and also providing a private community group to support you every step of the way. This hub will serve as a space where you can access the tools, inspiration, and support you need to create lasting wellness in your life. In addition, I'll continue also sharing with you the Calm Reset Affirmation Cards as a free resource to help you find those moments of clarity and peace when you need them. So each week, I've had the honor of coming straight to your inbox and sharing more intimate moments of encouragement with you through the weekly newsletter and the monthly newsletter, where we explore things like mindfulness, self care, and tools to help you stay grounded and connected. And if you're wondering what that is, you're welcome to sign up. And I encourage you to sign up and to join us. If you go to hello.igniteandflow.com, you'll find a section where you can subscribe to the newsletter and you'll be receiving the weekly and monthly updates. Looking ahead at 2025, I'm excited about what's in store and my commitment to supporting you in living a life of peace and clarity is much stronger than ever. And here's a glimpse of what's coming up early in the new year. So, straight into the new year, the launch of the Ignite and Flow Studio with the Wellness Hub featuring yoga nidra and guided meditations and other resources to support your wellness journey, and also sharing with you more guided meditation series and yoga nidra through the podcast and also on YouTube, and also more podcast episodes just like this one that support your own personal growth journey. I'm so grateful to each and every one of you who has joined me in this space and on this journey, supporting you and allowing me to practice with you and go on this journey. I'm also excited to continue serving you as we step into a new chapter of growth, of connection, and of peace. Thank you so much for being part of this community and being part of this journey. I look forward to supporting you in the new year and beyond. Today's episode focused on the power of pausing, reflecting, and reconnecting with ourselves as we transition from one year to the next. These are practices that allow us to embrace the lessons of 2024 and step into the new year with clarity and peace. Taking a moment to pause and reflect on your year isn't just about looking back, it's about recognizing the growth, the lessons, and gratitude within every experience. Using tools like the Calm Reset Affirmation Cards can support you in moments when you need a quick reminder to return to stillness, clarity, and peace, helping you realign with your intentions. Reflection isn't about perfection, it's about appreciating the journey and honoring the lessons that have shaped you. As we look ahead to the new year, 2025, remember that your own story is unfolding with each new moment and exactly the way it needs to, and you have the power to step into this year with intention and confidence. Finally, as you pause and reflect, remember you're not just listening to these episodes, you're actively creating the life that you want to experience and that you deserve. Now, take a moment today or any day that you feel compelled to as we start the new year to pause, reflect, and connect with one of the resources I shared with you today, whether it's downloading the Calm Reset cards or simply taking a few minutes to breathe deeply and honor your growth. Choose one small step and commit to bringing it into your day. Thank you so much for joining me today as we reflected on the past year and as we looked into what's possible for 2025. It's been a pleasure sharing with you how moments of stillness, gratitude, and clarity can empower us as we step into the new year with renewed purpose and peace. Remember, it's the small acts of reflection and mindfulness that can create lasting change. And the best part, you can begin right now. If this episode resonated with you and you're ready to nourish you and embrace more love and peace in your life, I invite you to subscribe to the Ignite and Flow podcast. And don't forget to share this episode with friends or family who would also benefit from these moments of reflection and calm. Until next time, I'm sending you so much love, so much light, calm, and peace as you step into the new year with clarity and intention.